Oh, meeting order. Oh, I guess, oops, sorry. I jumped the gun on that. Okay, this time we'll proceed with the agenda provided, if there is no dissent from the board members present. Per revised statute, Oregon revised statute, ORS 192.650. This meeting will be video recorded and will be posted on the Winston-Dillard School District website. And now, for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, it looks like everyone's present. We have a forum. We'll start off with the superintendent academic award. Start off with Brockway. Yeah. Come on up, Brockway. This will take over.
All right. I am very excited to announce. Tonight we are honoring Miss Opal Burns as our Brockway Superintendent Student of the Month winner. She is a preschooler at Brockway, and this is her teacher, Miss Jessica. We'll get the whole thing. And Miss Jessica.
Dear Superintendent Wilson, Winston-Dillard School Board of Directors and Community, I am pleased to announce that Opal Burns has been chosen as the Winston-Dillard Superintendent Award winner for April 2026. Opal is the daughter of Darian Mitchell and Justin Burns and is a pre-K student at Brockway Elementary School. Opal is an outstanding student with an eagerness to learn and help others. She excels academically and makes every effort to be kind and helpful within the classroom. Opal has spent the past 2 school years in my class. During this time, she has continuously shown me her ability to learn, her curiosity during the learning process, and her positive attitude throughout. Opal is always willing to try new things and doesn't give up when faced with challenges, which has helped her become an exemplary student. She works independently as well as with other students and never hesitates to help a friend or teacher in need. In addition to her proficient academic skills, Opal's natural ability to think empathetically is unmatched. She shows great concern for the well-being of others and does everything she can to ensure those around her feel safe and happy. Opal is compassionate, respectful, and responsible. She has persevered through some extremely challenging times these past few months and has only continued to show me her strength, willingness to learn, and desire to succeed. I am confident that Opal will continue to be successful in school and life. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of this incredibly considerate and amazing girl and everything she has accomplished in her time with me. I look forward to seeing her bright future.
Yeah, yep. One of each. Congratulations. Okay, looks like next we have Looking Glass Elementary. What the?
Well, I am excited to introduce Looking Glass's Superintendent Academic Award winner, Rylan Redmond. And Rylan, give me the and his teacher, Miss Walton, who's going to read his letter.
Dear Mr. Wilson and the Winston-Dillard School District Board members, I am overjoyed to award Rylan Redmond the Looking Glass Superintendent Award. Rylan is the son of Orion and Brooke Redmond.
Rylan is witty, hardworking, and thinks outside the box. He has been working hard to make sure the work he is turning in is his best. In writing, he will edit his own work and look for areas where he can add more content. Rylan is an extremely strong reader, and while he is reading, he will stop to ask thoughtful, clarifying questions. These questions help the rest of the class with their own comprehension. Math is the same. He works hard on the material in front of him and genuinely wants to understand what he is doing and why he is doing it. In recent months, Rylan has elevated his efforts and become a leader in the classroom. He is engaged in class discussions and staying on task, which has had a ripple effect on his classmates. Others have been able to dive deeper into their work because of the example they see Rylan setting. Outside of school, Rylan is an avid racer. He has raced cage karts for one season and is getting ready to start his second season. While Rylan is not on the track, he enjoys riding his bike at home and working on his flagging skills. He creates tracks for his brother to ride around while he does the flagging. He also enjoys playing challenging geometry games in his free time. Rylan, I feel so lucky to be your teacher this year. Your academic growth has been wonderful to see, but watching the leader you are becoming is awe-inspiring. You'll move mountains. I can't wait to see what you do the rest of the year and beyond. Your Looking Glass family loves you, Rylan. All my best, Mrs. Walton.
One of each hand, one of these. So, looks like next we have McGovern Elementary. It is, oh, Norma. Ross.
Yeah. All right. So, I will start to say this is my third year with a Mercer kiddo, and I'm kind of thinking about reconsidering my retirement date so I can get the other two. That's a pretty big thing. All right, Steve, yeah, I'm like you, it's always hard. So it's an honor and privilege to nominate Adelaide Mercer for the Superintendent Award for April. Addie, otherwise known as, is a third grade student at McGovern Elementary and the daughter of Kelly and Michael Mercer. Addie is a positive role model and is well liked by her peers. She always encourages others to do their best and is one of the first to step up and offer help to her classmates or her teachers. Her kind heart is always evident in her thoughtfulness, charity, and caring actions. When Addie sees challenges, she takes them on with determination and confidence. She has an unwavering commitment to excellence that sets her totally apart. Addie's attentiveness, positive mindset, and classroom participation are evidence that learning is a priority that has been instilled into her. Addie is a kind-hearted, respectful, amazing young lady, and we look forward to seeing all the wonderful things she's going to accomplish in her life. Congratulations, Addie. You totally deserve that. And, this is from Ms. Frost and Mrs. Goodman. We get to share her this year, so it's double the fun.
All yours. We'll turn it over to Sanaa for the Douglas High School student report.
Good evening, board and community members. I'm Sanaa with the DHI Student Report. As spring break came to an end, everyone returned refreshed and ready to get back to work, marking a strong start to the final quarter of the year. There's a renewed sense of energy across campus and is already showing in both activities and accomplishments. One of the standout moments was when leadership organized and hosted a highly successful blood drive in partnership with the American Red Cross. They collected 54 units of blood and potentially saved around 150 lives. Thank you, Kurt, for adding to those numbers. Leadership earned a $1,000 scholarship for the class of 2027, and it was the second year in a row we have earned a scholarship from it. The event saw an impressive turnout and made a meaningful impact, reflecting the school community's commitment to helping others. With the last quarter now underway, spring sports are in full swing and delivering exciting results. The baseball team is off to an incredible start with a 6-1 record.
showing strong potential for the rest of the season. Track and field recently hosted their home meet at Umpqua Community College, welcoming around 21 teams and nearly 900 athletes. An impressive event that highlighted both organization and competitive spirit. Softball has also been performing better than expected, exceeding early predictions and continuing to build momentum. Meanwhile, the golf team is doing exceptionally well and even headed out today for a tournament in Quetzal, ready to continue their success on the course. Beyond athletics, student programs have been just as active. The choir traveled to Marshfield for a concert today, showcasing their talent and representing the school with pride. Culinary students have been especially busy, taking on a variety of catering opportunities. They are preparing for the DHS teacher dinner tomorrow night and recently completed their first FFCLA catering event at Wildlife Safari for the 10 Mile Fire Department, an exciting milestone that highlights their growing skills and professionalism. Overall, the transition out of spring break has been anything but slow. With leadership initiatives, thriving sports teams, and active student programs, the school community has hit the ground running and is setting the tone for a strong and successful final quarter. Thank you and go Trojans.
At this time, we'll take a short intermission for those of you who do not want to stay for the whole meeting.
Is that something would be better? Yeah, okay. I will,
Okay, thank you.
Move on to the superintendent's report.
So if you want to take a look at enrollment there, 1233, no change from a month ago. And then 2/6 was 1234, so just down since 1/8, which is good. We, last 90 days, we spoke extensively about the concerns from 1290 to 1234, but seemingly plateaued there. We'll always keep our eye on that. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, the director's report, and I don't see any Hester, but Mrs. Norton, but they did, meet with the mayor and staff there as far as getting some positive things, that the school is doing into the newsletter that Winston puts out. I happened to be free and went with them and met with them, and, sounds like the mayor and staff there were pretty excited to do that. They wanted to put something in there. Ms. Hesker is gonna take it on as the lead to getting the information to them to put in their newsletter. So I thought that was a really neat thing that they were willing to work with us on.
What I understand with that is that she's gonna take a bit of the order
Mhm.
and share that with them. So
Yeah.
the positive things you guys say, but good of the order. So.
Yeah. It's gonna be, and just to clarify, good of the order is gonna be spread all.
I don't, they might shorten it down a little bit. It just depends. The posters and stuff, I don't think they'll get them all in, but they might, you never know. They were excited. Brandon already said that he would give up his spot, so. he
Yes.
said, yeah, if we wanted that spot, he would give that up.
No, thank you.
Anyway, I was able to attend the outdoor camp for the fifth graders. And I'm sure some of you might want to talk about it, but I'm going to jump the gun and talk about it a little bit. It turned out, I had the opportunity to go to two now, last year and this year. Last year, good event for the kids. Wasn't as organized. This year, the camp that they chose, the Grove camp, was excellent. I think they had a really good staff, very organized. I would say our staff was like the A team out there. We had good all the way around. I don't think that if there was a fifth grader that wasn't having a good time, they were trying not to. I mean, they had a really good experience, I think, from what I saw. Good group of kids, really good group of kids. Anyway, very impressed with it. I think it was a good decision, and I would definitely recommend it again next year if they get to do it. That camp would be the one I would recommend from the ones I've seen, which is only two, but definitely a lot of fun. So they did some funny things too, which was special.
Yeah, there's some photos.
You get to meet the new dog, the new Mocha, the new therapy dog. Yeah, yeah, fun. Also, while I was there, I got to meet Brooke, she is the new Douglas Boosters president. Oh, yeah, and I got to visit with her, and she showed some excitement about possibly maybe we talked about maybe doing a report or something, maybe in the good of the order or something. She may do some kind of updates or something to that effect. She said she might be interested in that. So we kind of get an idea of what's going on with the booster club and in our meeting with, anyway, she seemed excited. She was gonna go out and she seemed like she's on fire to get something done, do some things for the kids. So that was nice. Yeah, it seemed to be really good. Newsletter, outdoor camp and boosters, because that's pretty much what I had for that. I did have one other thing, but oh wait, because it's down the list here. Okay. So items of discussion, enrollment caps for the 2026-27 school year, policy JECB description. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, that's something we do annually. And that only applies to students that don't reside in our district. So it just protects the class sizes, 25, even for our contract language. It allows us to deny a student that lives out of district if that class or that grade level is at 25. So it's a safety precaution to ensure that our kiddos are getting, the best instruction, safest environment as possible. Obviously, we would never deny or can't deny a student that lives within our boundaries. So it's just a cap that caps all of our elementary schools, MES, LES, and BES at 25 for out of district kids. I encourage you guys to.
And we will,
I think
yeah, we'll vote on that later, right?
Yes, that's part of the contingent. Yeah. But if there's any other questions, are there any questions?
It's something, that's what we do that every year, right?
Every year, yep. Policy JECB. Well, at least as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
It started when working class had peak numbers. Like 37 or something, that was about 30.
We had 42.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on to reduction of staff, and Mr. Wilson, would you like to?
Yeah.
update us on that?
I'll provide a little update. We worked diligently. Last month, the school board, you approved or you made a motion to reduce the licensed staff to no more than 10. And so we've been working as an admin team and with the union as well, and we did it. And it's still in the process, and there's a lot of communication there's a lot of things that can happen within either the contract language or policy or just in general. And so, it's kind of like the domino effect, you know, pushing, and once they start following people, there's been a little bit of change, but it's been a smooth process so far, as much as it can be. We know it's challenging and tough. I was just reading about, you know, more Oregon school districts who are, you know, trimming out large portions of their budgets. So we're gonna, Norm is here tonight, but we've been working closely with everyone to ensure that we've looked at every angle and understand all of our programs, understand our buildings, understand our needs, understand, you know, the things that we're striving to do in regards to our goals, and then we're supporting that. So
I'd just like to say that as the superintendent, I'm sure that's probably one of the hardest things to ask of leadership is to reduce staff, to add staff is an easy one. Everybody's happy about that, but to reduce it, not passion, but a compassion for the employees and that it affects everyone. I want to say good job. Thank you. I know your principals have, I'm sure, worked hard on it too with you, all your staff. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Okay, so in consent agenda, is there any question on
can I just say one more
Yeah.
thing? There's just the field trip request. There's a few there. There's going to be those. I was just going to review that. Sorry, just to see if there's any questions in regards to the field trip request. But it looks like a pretty standard wildlife safari.
Looks like we're about done with it.
Yeah, yeah.
I move the Winston-Dillard School District Board of Directors approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
We've got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Okay.
Aye. Motion carried. And we are in action items, budget committee open position description. We have received an application for an open budget committee position. Please review the application from Tricia Pedersen. The term is for 3 years per policy DBEA and would expire June 30th, 2029. So we have a motion to accept Tricia Pedersen.
I move that Winston-Dillard School District Board of Directors appoint Tricia Pedersen to fill a vacant position on the budget board committee that concludes on June 30th, 2029.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous, motion carried. Okay. Budget application. 4 sets of double door replacement, entry access control at DES, COPS grant, capital project fund. So you explained it when you get it over. So.
Yeah, this is just replacing the 4 sets of double doors on the inside entry, the internal doors at Brockway.
Internal and extra, it's the 4 sets that enter into the building right there by the office. So there's 2 sets here, 2
Oh,
sets
okay.
as you go in.
But we're only replacing the 2 sets on the inside.
It does say 4 sets.
Oh. It's
Mine.
my understanding that it's all of them, but I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It does
Well, it's two
say all.
sets in the 4 doors. That,
Oh.
yes, it's four sets.
4
I have
sets
to
of double
open it.
doors.
I
4
have to-
pairs of double doors on the,
We look at the actual, are the quotes printed
they're
out?
about bid
Yeah,
set,
they're
4
written.
pairs of double doors,
4 pairs?
4
Okay.
pairs in,
So it would be all of them.
We'll have 2.
that's what they're about to say anyway.
Yeah, because we're about to see them.
So that would be.
I thought it was just 2 sets on the inside.
That was my understanding.
I think I typed that up wrong.
do we need to hold off?
No, I just think we need to read the
Close.
quote.
Well, one says 4 pairs and one just says, it doesn't even say a number. It says 2 will have electric latch, but it doesn't say a total number.
Yeah. No.
Then we don't even have the third
Oh,
thing.
wait, no, this is for the 4 pairs of doors.
Okay, but we don't have the SC change bid in here. Guess it really matters.
Okay, yeah, it's on the back.
Oh, where? Oh.
So did they price out 4 or 2?
They did
Both of
4.
the other two say 4. The other two say 4, and I don't see where it says on.
When they came and did the bids, they looked at all of the doors.
Right, I know that. I know that they looked at it, but then
Sorry.
they gave us the bid for 4, and then they gave us the bid for 2. And we went ahead and went with a lower of the 2, what I thought we did.
Well, if you read, it says the Z Terrell and Son,
And there actually says 4.
yeah. Does Z Terrell say 4?
Yeah,
Note.
down the note.
Notes, this is for 4 pairs of doors.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do this one, and then if we can put it back on next board meeting if it's long.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
We're just reading it.
So do we want to go ahead and make a motion on it now
Yeah,
or?
let's make a motion on it as is, and then if I have the wrong ones on here, then we'll just put it on May,
Okay,
okay?
It's still looking $42,000.
Yeah.
I move the Winston-Dillard School District Board of Directors approve the BES entry door rebuild and accessory control door project at BES for a total amount of $41,694 payable to D. Terrell and Son.
do we have a motion on the second? Thank you, Lorna. All in favor?
We'll go with, if you have a question. No, it's just confusing.
Well, and yeah,
Yeah,
if it's not 4, then that price, their price
Yeah.
should be different. If this price is for 4, then you can.
if everybody else bid 4 and they only bid 2, they would be the lowest, is what I'm thinking, but
No, they can 4.
Yeah,
They did
it looks like they all bid 4.
they all bid 4.
But I was wondering if their total's gonna be less if they're all.
It could be less.
It'll be less, yeah, it would be less money if it was. That's why,
Yeah,
we did 2 different types of quotes.
Yeah.
Okay, we did
yeah.
8 doors, they're access control, and they have not worked right. This is our last set of our crop grant. So 75% of it is paid out of our crop grant, but we have to use by September 30th. If we don't use this money, we lose it. And so we need to spend this money, and this was part of the crop grant, to use it on Brockway to get these doors working right for access control. And so we were going to redo the windows and all that. We decided not to do that on the inside, like all these other. And then whatever, the vestibules. So we were just going to redo the doors. So anyways, they did come out and look at all of them, yes, and they gave us quotes. But I thought, but I did type this up. I typed that. So I typed it and sent it in the shop, so.
We do have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Wait, who was the motion?
With Kurt and Lorna, who's the second,
Second.
and everybody, was yay?
Yeah.
Okay,
We got
so it's unanimous, so motion passed.
There we go, thank you.
Lauren, can you repeat all that?
Yeah.
We're gonna
Great.
replace the doors at Brockway, huh? Yes.
So I don't believe we have anyone that signed up to speak.
There are 2 signed up,
Oh, there is 2 signed up?
Kevin Bacon and Taylor Swift.
What's that?
It does, just tell me what it says. Well, that should be exciting. Kevin Bacon, I didn't see him here, but,
Yeah.
and Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Swift?
So nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
That must have been them.
All right, we'll move on to the good of the order. So Craig. What do you got?
So, we did our data dump, after the first semester and then our, third 9 week. So right now we're up, all classes are up over 80%, kids passing classes, so everybody's up over 80%, and we're trying to keep that going. And then after the first semester, this is a great one, was our junior class, only two juniors failed a class. I mean, 97% of our juniors, all passed classes their junior year. So, it's going to show how, with Jeff and our staff, how hard they're working with, all the extra stuff that they're doing and with our intervention classes. We voted that they're gonna do it 3 days a week next week, and next year instead of 2. So we're gonna have 3 of them next year to keep this, all going. So it's going really well. It's pretty exciting to see, where it's all going. Just a great job by our teachers and Jeff doing all this in our counselors. So pretty fun to see.
Rob?
Okay, 3 things from the middle school. I'm gonna share the spotlight with Michelle, so sports and academy.
All right, so in a couple weeks, the 23rd, we have our 80s dance after a spirit week of decades. Woo! Along with on the 24th, we have our band, Winston Dance Festival. And then we have our home track meet on April 30th, which we will be hosting at UEC. So if you're interested in volunteering, you can send me an email. We love having volunteers. But we're super excited about that. They go to Bandon tomorrow. And so we're hoping the weather holds out.
And then in working as a secondary unit, the middle school staff, we're working on the grades, but we're also looking at maybe more of the social emotional components where we really need to focus our time. So we have committed the rest of the year to really planning our advisory program. And so I had my first team of teachers survey their students on advisory and what they think they need. I was provided those survey results, and this morning I was able to meet with a focus group of those students. So I was able to share their results with them and then have them help me build some context into it. It uncovered some questions they had, so I was able to answer it from an administrative standpoint. Here's why the teachers want to do this. We actually developed some significant understandings, and our 8th grade group have voted if the high school is going to do interventions 3 times a week, we should probably do interventions twice a week to make sure that we're ready for that transition to high school. So the students have really felt the difference on, we are engaging them in these decisions. They're not making them, but they're helping us make those 1 or 2 degree course changes to make sure it's effective and that they're bought in with the teachers. And then finally, one of the things that we're really trying to do at the middle school is we're really trying to recognize when people have those significant life milestones. And in this, I also try and check with people to make sure they're okay with being recognized. So tonight, a member of our team that is really done a lot of significant work, and I have greatly appreciated, Lisa Dickover, we want to celebrate the anniversary of you, AKA happy birthday.
Can you do that now? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, everyone. It's been a fabulous day, I was at work all day, got to come to a board meeting. Very special day.
You didn't get your birthday off?
I did not take my birthday off. I know.
Yeah.
I was very fun.
We told them you should get a day off.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please, lunch. Saturday at noon. Take a few hours off.
Okay.
Okay, well, elementary is back from spring break in full force. We started, when we came back from spring break with a big rules review so that everybody remembered, it's walking in the hallway and we can't go down the slide backwards. So dusting off all of those spring break cobwebs. So one of our goals that Looking Glass has been pushing for is creating a big social media presence. And I know I sent the board some of the things that we had posted on our social media platforms. The most recent ones with our, push to get kiddos enrolled, for pre-K, K for those three. And right away, we had people start enrolling. And, we're starting to see now the kiddos really do feel like they're going viral because it's not just 25 views anymore. And we're up over 2,000. Yeah, so it's been pretty cool. And pre-K had to learn what the number 2,000 looks like because they were just saying, well, it's more than 10. So that was really exciting, and we're really trying to showcase all of the great things that are going on in our district and at Looking Glass. Another big celebration is we had a mini PLC yesterday where we did some PD around partner talk. And we do PD, professional development, in our district all the time with teachers, but this one was really extra special because it was showcasing teachers in our district and our classes that were doing partner talk really successful. So Principal Flickett, our reading coach, went in and filmed them doing that and then created a video to help teach other teachers how to successfully use partner talk in their classroom. So my teachers got to watch that yesterday and ask very thoughtful questions. Do a lot of collaborating on that, and everyone came out with what we call actionable items, things that they could change in their classroom by next week. So that was really exciting, and it was really great to showcase the great work that our teachers are doing and start empowering teachers that we can learn from each other. We're all doing great things, so let's open up our classrooms and start learning from each other. So that was really exciting work that happened. I also found out right before spring break that Looking Glass gets to participate in the fishing field trip that Fish and Wildlife put on with a bunch of other people. A lot of other schools have been able to participate in previous years, but we get to go this year. So our fifth graders get to go to the river, they get to fish, they get to work with fly fishermen in the area, they actually get to go on a boat and try and catch a fish. They get a life jacket and learn all about water safety and boating safety, so that'll happen in June. So we're really excited.
Is that the free fishing day?
Is it the what?
Is it called the free fishing day where they go to Cooper Creek as well? And
No,
Well, that is different.
They're actually
It's
going
different?
to the river, and I'm not sure if it actually has a name. I didn't hear that, but they got a grant to do this,
Oh, okay.
and it's continuing. Did you know something about it?
No, I just
Oh.
was saying, what he was mentioning is already
Oh,
done.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, they get a fishing pole, they get a tackle box with a bunch of stuff in it, a life jacket, so
Nice.
it'll be a pretty cool experience.
Yeah.
Mhm. And my last one is we have a book fair going on right now, and I always try to end with something funny and cute. And today, a little boy held up a book to me and said, "I got a book at the book fair." And I said, "That's awesome, dude." He goes, "No, you don't understand. I picked a book at the book fair. Not a spy pen, not a toy, not a journal." So that was really exciting.
Yeah.
Just a few things to add on, from Brockway. Just a couple events coming up. We have a math night that's happening, I believe on April 24th. And we're inviting families in. Teachers will be, showcasing some of the games and activities that they do within the classroom. Families will get to take home, dice-related games. So they'll get dice to take home and then, all different games that they can do with that. And then each family that comes will go home with another sort of game. So some really common games that people might play or have at home, but then some other more unique games that families might not know about and will get to learn. We have a book fair going on as well, which I have a little bit, I love it, and it causes me anxiety and stress too at the same time, but it is really great to have kids come in and shop and be able to take home books and get books into families' hands during conference time as well. Teachers have been working really hard preparing for conferences, report cards. I've tasked them with really focusing on those areas of growth and what students are doing well. Kind of sandwiching in some of those things they can work on in between those really positive moments that they see students doing. I also feel as though Brockway, I can't speak for years and years, but me personally as a principal, I feel like this is one of the best return from a long break for students. and that I've had in a really long time. He came back, really excited and ready to be here, and I, believe that that has a lot to do with our teachers and how welcoming and encouraging and positive and loving they are towards our, youngest students, and just how, regulated and they know what to expect, and what they're going to get when they come to school. So that was very encouraging and positive to see, and I thank, our staff tremendously for the work they put into that. Our booster club continues. They're small but mighty. They are providing dinner for our teachers during conference time. And they've done some fundraising and some activities. Our last was our dance that we had. We may or may not get one more booster club event in before the end of the school year. But they are supporting math night, and we have our art night in May that's coming up that they will also be supporting. So good things are happening at work.
Kyle, do you have anything? Anything you would like to add?
Yeah, absolutely. So during spring break, we did feeding around the community. All the lunchbox express stops, average we served was about 40 to 50 a day. So Mr. Wilson and I had talked, and that's something we're going to continue doing every spring break. The money that we had, the way we did this year is we had extra money left over from Cow Creek donation and check that they gave to our district. Yes, yesterday we had a food day in which students came out and did samplings. It was food sampling. Susan was able to attend. We had 10 students from each school, except for Brockway, wrangling pre-K through second graders, something I wasn't really willing to do. But it went well. They tested different samplings. There was about 9 vendors there, and so it was a good experience. And then we have Winston-Dillard Iron Chef coming up this month. So 3rd through 5th will be competing. 6th through 8th will be competing, and then 9th through 12th will be competing. That'll be on the 22nd, and the location is still to be determined. But the most exciting part that's happened is Sud Rec has started a recreation soccer team for middle schoolers, 6 through 8. So our high school has a filter program moving forward with soccer. So that started after spring break. So we're in week 2, and we have about 16 kids on the team right now. So that's pretty exciting. Games are on Saturdays. Sanaa and Morgan from the high school team are helping out, along with my daughter from RHS. So it's really fun. I just sit back and make sure that no one gets killed. But it's really fun.
Thank you.
Now, the food that you guys test or went and sample, is that gonna be on the menu for next year?
Yeah, so they voted on what they wanted, and then we're gonna integrate it into the menu so the kids have.
My granddaughter said some of it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the she even liked it. That's not normal.
Yeah, that way they have buy-in, so.
Norman, have anything for you?
Well, since Jan is not here, I am going to talk a little bit about Miss Mocha. Shiloh Hester is doing a great job having her trained. She's in the building most days. It's very impressive to see a 7 or 8 month old puppy sit down in the hallway when all the kids are walking by her and not move. She will stay there, and her whole little body's shaking, and she wants to go so bad and jump on them, but she doesn't. So she sits there. She's very sweet, and the kids love her. I can see how she's going to be a real good big asset to McGovern. I was asked to tell you from our 5th grade staff that they do not want to go to another camp ever. Exact words were, we were treated like royalty, and they said teachers and chaperones were literally treated like royalty. The kids had a blast. I had five 5th graders come to my room and say, "You've got to go next year." And I said, "If I teach 3rd grade," and they said, "Go anyway." So they absolutely loved it, and they said they've never been to a better camp, and a lot of them have been more than the 2 years. And they're like, it was fabulous. So, yeah.
Okay. and it was raining and cold. And they had that much fun. So I mean, it was a good event. It was-
I asked the kids, I said, did the rain make it harder? And they're like, no, it was fine.
It didn't phase them.
Didn't phase them.
No, there was enough activities and they were so engaged in them that,
I loved it.
it didn't, it was really good.
We also have a book fair. A lot of my students, a lot of the kiddos buying books. But those little pointer fingers, those need to go.
Why do we have toys there?
I don't know.
This grandmother refuses to go because there are toys and garbage.
There are not a lot this year. There's some erasers and stuff, but it's just those pointy fingers.
It depends on the year too, on how
Yes.
many there are.
And which company we go through, I think.
Is there, do every child get a book?
No.
No.
No, and the thing that's not great about the book fairs is there's no discount. So whatever's on the book is what you pay unless they do have the ones with the stickers where you can buy $2 or $3. And, yeah, I think that's why most schools do the one school, one book. So that every kiddo does get a book. It's the same one and everybody reads together, which is such a great program. I wish they could all get a book.
It is, that's a discussion for another.
Yeah, it has been a fundraiser for the library, so that is a little bit of what that has been in the past.
Well, that's helpful to know. Actually.
I do know the middle school though, I think you guys have, solicited some donations so that kids can get books.
Yes, the middle school,
Done that?
the middle school does it.
From the community, to try to get kids, yes, most all kids go. But yeah, I think it started traditionally as a fundraiser.
All right, well, it looks like that concludes.
Thanks, Tom.
If no one else has anything else they would like to share. All right, call this meeting adjourned this meeting. Call this meeting to adjourn. It's time to go. That turned out for the best way we like those kinds of years. Well,
And-
by now.
We got some-
Yes.